Hey everybody, and welcome to a special candy experiment for Easter. Yay, happy Easter everybody. Today I'm doing a sort of taste test experiment where I'm going to compare mini eggs. Now if you're not familiar with mini eggs, this is a white one. They come in many colors, often kind of pastel-y. It's chocolate filled with a candy shell. The first time I'd ever heard of mini eggs was from Cadbury. That was the first mini eggs I'd ever heard of and tried and remember. But nowadays I go to the grocery store and there's like 10 companies that look like they're selling. At least I found at least 4 companies that appear to be selling something called mini eggs. But I think there's probably more. I think probably if you go to stores, depending on where you're going, like in Canada, I found 4 at my local grocery store. I'm sure in the States you can find 4, but it might be even 4 different ones. So it depends on where you are, but there are a lot of companies making these little mini eggs. So what I've decided to do is I purchased the 4 different kinds that I managed to find in my local store, and I've got them blindly set up in front of me, where I've got different bowls with different eggs in them. So I've got got the bowl number 1, bowl number 2, bowl number 3, and bowl number 4. So, I've got 4 brands of these mini eggs. So I've got the Cadbury, the original Cadbury mini eggs. I've got President's Choice, which is a brand here in Canada that's quite popular. And then I've got Hershey's Eggies. And then I've also got M&M's eggs. Now, the thing about M&M's eggs is I'm pretty sure they make a plain one, but I could only find the peanut butter. So the minute I bite into those, I know I'm gonna be able to find the difference. But, I'm just going to sort of compare them anyway, just to sort of add them in. So maybe that's part of what to add in is they generally have peanut butter. That or the non-peanut butter ones are really popular. And that's all that they had left, although it's not even, I'm recording this well in advance, and so there should be lots of everything available. And I think I might have seen them once in a store in a giant bag, just the non-peanut butter ones, but they're really hard to find. So I just went with the peanut butter ones. So I'm gonna start off. This is in bowl number 1. My goal is I want to not only try and guess which brand it is, but I'm going to sort of pick my favorite. So I will put them in order of my favorite, and then we'll figure out how that works, but I'll also try and guess. So this is the first one. This is the one I showed up for example. If you compare it, there are actually some differences. So this is number 1, bowl number 1 and number 4, and that's next to each other. That's compared. So the one in number 4 is much smaller. The ones in number 1 here seem to be much larger. So chocolate's nice. You'll have a graphic here, so you already know which one it is. Number 2. Now, these are completely different. They got little speckles on them, which leads me to believe they're the M&M's ones, because the package on the M&M's, which you'll see here, has speckles on the eggs. It's the only ones with speckles. They're also really shiny, so they're more like M&M's. The other mini eggs are kind of pastel-y, kind of dull colored, but these are really shiny. So there's the peanut butter, but the chocolate is definitely different. It's pretty good. Now we're going to bowl number 2. I happen to be picking all yellow ones, so I'm trying to do that to make sure it's all the same. So this is bowl number 3. I like bowl number 1 more. Bowl number 4. After having tried them all, I must say they're all different, which is kind of surprising. I was expecting at least 3 of them, because the peanut butter ones I figured would be totally different. But I figured at least 3 of them would be almost exactly the same, just copies, but there's definitely a difference in all of them. I'm gonna have 1 more of each one. So another one from 1. It's from number 3. Number 4. So we'll start with what I think is the best. The thing that I thought the best was definitely, I think number one is the best mini egg. I like the M&M. That's the number two, for sure. That's the M&Ms. I like the M&Ms, but they, I mean, they're different. They're just different. They're not really mini eggs. They're not really what I would traditionally call mini eggs. They're okay. They're great. I mean, if you like peanut butter, they're fantastic. You'd use a little more peanut butter, I think, but they're okay. Next, number 3 and 4 are pretty similar, but I'm going to try, this is a number 3. They're so similar. I feel like number 3 is a little more chocolatey, and number 4 is a little sweeter. It's more sugary, like candy. So I'm gonna pull out the M&Ms. They're good. I would say they tie for like great, but number 1 is definitely my favorite. Number 3 is my second favorite, and number 4 is my least favorite. Having said that, my least favorite mini egg is still good. My suspicion is number 1 is the mini eggs, the Cadbury mini eggs. Number 3 is the Eggies, which are made by Hershey's, and the last ones are the President's Choice eggs, which are made by I guess Loblaws or something like that. So let's take a look. Let's reveal. See if I got it right. So this is my favorite one, the number 1 bowl. Oh, wait a second. This is the number 4 bowl. So number 4 belongs to Eggies. Hershey's Eggies. That's mind-blowing. They were the most popular. The next bowl is, yes, M&M's. The number 3 bowl is, the mini eggs. So that was my second favorite. They were really smaller than I remembered, but. And of course, my least favorite in this bowl was the President's Choice. So I got two mixed up. I mixed up the Eggies with the Cadbury one. Then I actually like the Eggies. They're actually something more about them. The President's Choice ones were just too much sugar. The Cadbury ones are good, but they're not spectacular. I mean, they're good, but for some reason, there's something about the Eggies. They're just a little bit bigger, a little more chocolate punch to them. I guess it has to do with the amount of shell to chocolate ratio that makes the difference. So, I mean, yeah, mini eggs are great. They're fun. Great thing to put in Easter basket, things like that. Created by Cadbury, but apparently Hershey makes a really good one. That's surprising. I'm very surprised. I was kind of expecting them to be the little sweet ones. I was actually half expecting them to be the last ones, but the size, the fact that they make them just a little bit bigger, really makes a huge difference. And M&Ms are good, no matter what. Although really, a little more peanut butter would make these even better. So, thanks for watching this Easter special, where I ate mini eggs. As always, you can follow me on Twitter @CandyCritic, or go to candycritic.org and find links to all of my other social media, including Instagram, Tumblr, all that kind of fun stuff. You can also join me on Patreon, patreon.com/CandyCritic. There you can get the entire run of Snack Facts. Depending on the tier you're on, you can actually have that access. But right now we're previewing something called Treats and Beasts, which is my next art candy project. Patrons get access to the entire preview of that. And depending on the tier you're on, you might even get a copy. I'm thinking about turning into a book. That's the plan. So depending on the tier, you might even be entitled to get a copy of the book. But same with Snack Facts. Depending on the tier, you might be entitled to actually get the print version of Snack Facts, which is going to be discontinuing pretty soon, or might even be discontinued when I'm recording this. So, but who knows? Maybe I'll have some extra copies to give out. So, thanks for watching this special Easter episode, and we'll see you next time.